Day 26. F everyone. The practice today will help you understand how the ego denies forgiveness to get what it wants, whereas ing uses forgiveness to reconnect to love. What's the difference? The ego's goal is to maintain the illusion of fear, because if the illusion is exposed, the ego will have no purpose. Therefore, the ego will always be unwilling to forgive. This unwillingness keeps the dark illusion alive, but your ing's goal is much different. Your inner guide uses forgiveness as the primary tool for restoring your faith in love. Forgiveness is the answer to true serenity and peace. This work will also guide you to understand a powerful principle from the Course, which is that forgiveness you can choose oneness. No matter what has been said or done. For instance, a coaching client of mine had been deeply betrayed by her father at a young age when he left her family without any money or support. The pain from the experience led her ego to project fear onto all her relationships. She lived in fear that she was unlovable and therefore attacked everyone to protect herself from being hurt. Through her practice of forgiveness, she was able to fully forgive and release her father. The result of this forgiveness was that she then began a practice of regular forgiveness in all her relationships. Forgiveness offered her a clean slate for all new relationships, to begin with the perception of oneness and love. As a result of her relaxed, forgiving state, she energetically began to attract more loving, kind people who would never betray her. It's also important to point out that she was able to fully forgive her father without ever having to see him. You don't have to be face to face to forgive, because forgiveness happens on a spiritual level and affects your physical perception of the world. Again, I ask, would you rather be right or happy? Clearly, the Miracles Worker response is to choose happiness over the ego's need to be right, though it can be difficult to do so. Letting go of our need to be right and surrendering to forgiveness is one of the primary principles of this week's work. If we're to truly enjoy our relationships, we must respect them through the miraculous act of forgiveness. Morning Reflection Day 26. Get comfortable in your meditation space and prepare for today's practice. Today's spiritual food will whet your mental appetite for the miracle of forgiveness. Each thought you have will let your ing guide you to see love and peace instead of fear. Read the following passage and allow your ing to lead the way. Then sit for 1 minute of stillness and let your mind and spirit absorb the words. Today, I will create the holy instant through the practice of forgiveness. With each holy encounter, I choose to forgive and release my ego's false projections. Forgiveness reminds me that we are one. Each time I have a false attack, thought towards someone, I will choose to forgive the thought and remember that we are one. In turn, I forgive myself. Affirmation Day 26. I could see peace instead of this. Throughout the day, use this affirmation as a guide to opening your heart to love and peace with each and every encounter. This affirmation helps you release judgment of your ego's false perceptions and forgive them instead. It also reminds you that with each encounter, you have a choice, the choice to see peace. Each encounter is a new opportunity to use your affirmation and choose to see love. Remember that your inner guide is all love and never judges your practice. Today's affirmation will reinforce this faith by forgiving all attack thoughts towards others. Well done. See you tonight.